Old Father Thames. They've shot quite a Bond movie along here a few years ago. I think it was with in the 90s. Pierce Brosnan. I think Die Another Day. I think it was. They did some big speed chases along here from the O2, which you can't see from here, and they ended up in one of the wharfs over there. It was a great scene. Die Another Day. I only mention that because I think the new one premieres this Thursday. Just been to the IMAX cinema where they're showing it in 2D. It's a shame it's not in 3D because the 3D is much more effective. 2D is okay, but it can't be the real thing. It's taken a long time to come out, that movie, I think, obviously because of the COVID thing. Daniel Craig's last venture as James Bond. So you see a lot of these wharfs along here. There's one over there, Columbia Wharf. There's Canada Water a little bit further along. They all made London the busiest port in the world. And I think up until the early to mid 60s, it was a very busy port. And then I think most of the freight went on the air travel. Air travel really took over then. A couple of paddle steamers up by Tower Bridge, sort of Mississippi paddle steamers. So a few years I went over a river in Lafayette, Mississippi, I think it was, and they've got a number of them down there. But they've got a couple in London. And, in America, believe it or not, they purchased what they thought was London Bridge. They thought that London Bridge was Tower Bridge, so they took it to millions of dollars to take what they thought was Tower Bridge, because they thought that Tower Bridge was London Bridge, to the Nevada desert, and there was no water there, so they spend millions of dollars putting water there to make it look a bit like London. But apparently the story is they got it wrong. They thought that London Bridge was Tower Bridge, which it wasn't. Tower Bridge is the one adjacent to it that the tower was on. So that must have been a great disappointment. So there we're coming into now. This is Canary Wharf, and again it used to be part of the docks, and in the early 90s they transformed it into what the sort of metropolis it is today. That's Canary Wharf there. That's the these Uber boats are fairly new, I think.
All the way around there from the shard?
Yeah, it twists, yeah. Do you remember at the start of Till Death Us Did Part, they used to pan on the GPO tower, and they brilliant. They used to come out from the GPO tower to where we are now, around Wapping. Uber boat there this morning. I suppose people go to work on these things, and it saves them getting the metro. I suppose it can't all be for tourism, because there isn't any tourism at the moment. It's a monsoon. Los Angeles. I think we're in for a storm. I remember, I walked under one of these some years ago. It reminds me about I went to the World Trade Center in the 90s, about 7 or 8 years before it got knocked down, and the underneath of the World Trade Center in Battery Park was very similar to what that one in Canary Wharf is today. You go down, World Trade Center used to go down there, and it was full of like marble steps and very, very nice, very opulent. But it's not there now, obviously. Very fast. They must be doing about 40 or 50 miles an hour, I suppose. Quite a quick form of quick way to get to the city. Yeah, yeah. It's a speedboat, yeah. Another one. Quite a few of them around now. Hi there, a bit of history, just thought I'd show you this. This is the original home of the Dutch East India Company that ran India up until 1857. This actual building, which is now flats. As you can see, they've joined the old with the new. And there was a great fire here. You can see, I think you see some of the damage on the brickwork there in 1794, right, so it shows you how old it is. And but the building has a certain sort of beauty to it compared to the other, what I describe as rabbit hutches. I know I'd rather live, but it's all residential now. But that was where it all happened, and this at the time was the busiest docks in the world, London docks. That was all docks over there until really the 1990s, Canary Wharf. And basically all this area was industry up until fairly recently. Boat. I imagine they find some interesting things in here. Quite a high tide today. So was that just the only part of the East India Company, or was there other buildings as well, I wonder? Was that just the original part of the East India Company, or was
well,
there?
They had buildings all over the place. It's a huge,
Yeah.
near Liverpool Street, they've got a huge
Right, right.
Absolutely vast.
Right.
It's a vast enterprise.
Yeah,
A fortune
yeah.
bringing in silk and spices and so on.
Yeah, that was a big one, wasn't it, the East India Company, yeah.
They basically ran India with a private army.
Yes, oh, that's what. Let's imagine. Wasn't there a guy called Raffles? I think Raffles used to be the scout, and he used to find like. I think what happened was they took from the Dutch. I think they took Mauritius from the Dutch. He basically then he'd write to the king.
Dutch, you said,
No, no.
the Dutch. Well,
Yeah,
that was the thing from the Dutch.
yeah, from Holland. Yeah. But Raffles used to write to the king, and then they used to send the Royal Navy down there, and they used to attack it and just take it from themselves. Sort of, from what I've heard. Yeah, yeah. So he was a guy called Raffles. Raffles. You look up Raffles, yeah, he's definitely on there, yeah. So that's going west over there towards Tower Bridge, much further up. Southward in the north part. Just a nice day for a walk, not too hot and cool down, you know. So it's around this area where they shot the movie The Long Good Friday, which I'm sure you must have seen or heard of. And, a lot of these locations around here, very old locations, at the side of the Thames. And I'm not sure where, but there's a pub around here somewhere which they blew up in Long Good Friday, and also a Rolls Royce. And someone tells me that Helen Mirren still lives along here somewhere. Because I thought she lived in California. But a lot of these locations, they've added on to it, as you can see, new places since. Long Good Friday was made in, I think about 79 and came out in, no, 79, 80, it came out in 81. Great movie and a great soundtrack by Francis Monkman, who used to work with a rock band with Mark Bolan called T-Rex, great band, who's no longer with us. It was just a great score. In fact, I think the score in that movie was as good as, if not better than the movie itself. Gangster movie. Ramsay restaurant. Oh yeah, all right. Here. So where's the entrance? Oh, it's shut. It's shut at the moment. Yeah, Gordon Ramsay's got.
Is it shut?
Yeah, I don't know. No, it's not. It's open here. Yeah. If you need, you get Gordon's Ramsay. Not too bad. It really is blown up quite a breeze tonight. Yeah, it's not the most famous part of London, but it's going east. But there's so much history around here. If you care to look for it, and little wharfs like St Catherine's Wharf and other wharfs, ships come in and more. To So you can really see Britain's past here, like when you look at that crane there, that crane is like a leftover from when it was docks. Well, it's about 30 odd years ago now. And they built this metropolis around. Those buildings over there, you can see West India Quay, they're originals. It's all original. Tourists now, hopefully the tourists can come back. And in the late 80s, the French musician, the keyboard player Jean-Michel Jarre, he did a big 2-day concert over here called Revolutions, and it was all about, I think he loved the area, and it was all about the transformation of the docks into the new metropolis, which is what it is today. And whether it matched his preconception or not, I'm not sure. Put in a railway here, the Docklands Railway over there, easy access. And you've got the relics of the past. And on the other side there, Stratford City is where the Olympics was in 2012. Some of these brick buildings, like the new Tate Modern Gallery on Bankside, they didn't wash the bricks down, I think just because they thought it was going to be more enigmatic, just to leave the original brickwork as it was. That was the intention. I think it's the same here. These are very old. Wet. So over there you can see the original city. That's the financial hub of Europe and the world, really. The city of London, it was, and they added this bit onto it just to take it a bit further out. What should we have today? Half-grilled lobster. It'd be right if they were open. They're not open. What should we have today? Half-grilled lobster, £17. Got to be into. So cruel, isn't it? So cruel. Use your imagination, and you're in the south of France. Along here, look.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Looks like they might be getting ready for Halloween. Trick or treat.